So today I am here with another lesson, that is lesson number 9, The Bond of Love by Kenneth Anderson in your Beehive book. Okay, so today I'll summarize this lesson for you, but before we start with this lesson, can there be love and friendship between human beings and wild animals, children? Yes, there can be a strong bond of love between human beings and wild animals. Okay, as you can see, there are some countries, who keep the wild animals as their pet. They tame the wild animals as their pet. As you can see in Saudi Arabia, people tame cheetahs and tigers as their pet. Okay, let's read a fascinating account of an orphaned sloth bear. Orphaned means anath, that was rescued by the author. How did he rescued this sloth bear and tamed it as a pet, kept it as a pet at his place. Sloth bears inhabit forested areas. Where do they live, children? As they are wild animals, so they live in forested areas, that is in the forest, including the tropical rainforest of India and grasslands at lower elevations. Elevations means height. Sloth bears have very shaggy hair. Shaggy means untidy, dense, okay, with long muzzles. Muzzles क्या होते हैं? उनका जो mouth होता है, this region you can just see निकला हुआ. This is muzzles. Okay. Now, long muzzles using their claws to dig. They can then use their lips to form a tube which can go deep into the ground or into hard to reach areas like dead trees for their food. They are fond of honey, they are fond of termites. Okay, they just dig the ground and try to find out the termites or some edible things from the ground. Their main food is termite. As I already told, their main food is termites. You can hear them suck up their food from several feet away when they eat, or when they just, you can just hear that yes, a sloth bear is having its food. Okay, now let's begin with the chapter. I will begin with Bruno, my wife's pet sloth bear. I got him for her by accident. So children, in the story, The Bond of Love, Kenneth Anderson, who is Kenneth Anderson? Kenneth Anderson is the author of the story. Understood? So he shows that there can be a bond of love and friendship between man and animal, and that too wild animal, not a pet animal, that too wild animal. It is a story of deep bond of love between his family and a pet sloth bear which was named Bruno by his wife. So the name of that pet bear, the name of that sloth bear which they had brought to their home was named as Bruno. Okay, Bruno was the name of that pet sloth bear. Now let's see. The author got a baby bear by accident. He did not keep it intentionally, but it was brought by accident. It was presented to his wife as he thought that, he would take a good care of the sloth bear. His wife would take a very good care of the sloth bear. And then, she named it Bruno and looked after it like her own child. Okay, there was a deep sense of affection between the bear and the author's wife. Now, as he was treated like her own child, Bruno started eating everything. He developed a taste for porridge, vegetables, fruits, okay, and nuts. Then he also had meat, rice, eggs. Okay, he was like a naughty child. So since he was, kept in humans' home, so he had just developed a sense of taste which was given by humans, or which was eaten by human beings. Now, one day what happened that an accident occurred. Okay, and what was it? the author had kept barium carbonate to kill rats in his library, as rats were destroying his books. So, but what happened? Accidentally, Bruno ate some of the poison, and he just lied, senseless, unconscious, clear. And then what happened? He was immediately rushed to the doctor, and there, after being treated, he recovered. By God's grace, he recovered soon. Now, just kind of, these accidents, kept on happening. And then what happened? Now, Bruno had grown in size. He needed open and more space to live, as you see that you might have seen in the movies and on the Discovery channels. The size of bear is so large. Okay, they are not fit to live in home. Okay, they too need a wide open space to live. At times he was playful and mischievous. He was naughty at the same time. He was very fond of the author's wife. Why, children? Why was he fond of author's wife? Because she used to, take a very good care of it. She used to love it. She used to just take care. She used to just, feed it just like her own child. Okay. She loved him very much. Now, she changed its name from Bruno to Baba. Now, what happened? Because of the tenant's children, he had to be chained most of the time. Because why he had to be chained most of the time, children? Because he was growing in size, and then if in case he would just harm anybody, so he was just changed. He was just chained most of the time. Then what happened? The author and his friends advised the author's wife to send Baba to the Mysore Zoo, as he had grown in size. Understood? Initially, she declined their suggestion, but finally she consented. Why did she consent? Because seeing the size of the Bruno, thinking for the welfare of the bear, she just agreed. Okay. Now, Bruno was sent to the zoo in Mysore. Everyone in the family missed him badly. Author's wife wept. She wept and was inconsolable. Okay, अपने आप को समझा नहीं पा रही थी, because she had developed a very strong bond of love. A strong bond of love had already developed between the author's wife and the sloth bear Bruno, or Baba, you can say. She did not eat anything for a few days. And on the other hand, that said also, Baba was inconsolable where? In Mysore Zoo. He was kept in Mysore Zoo. He refused to eat anything and looked thin and sad. Okay. The author's wife sent many letters to the zoo authorities and inquired about Baba. Okay. When she came to know that Baba was not eating anything and was sad, she immediately declared that she would go to Mysore. Then she wanted to bring Baba back. Everybody guessed that Bruno would not recognize her. Okay, इतना time हो गया था, इतने दिन हो गए थे, तो everybody told that okay, you're going fine, you're going to visit Bruno, but Bruno might have got mingled with other animals, and now he'll just barely recognize you. But it was really shocking that they were wrong. Who were wrong? The author and his friends. Understood? His family. When she reached, who reached? When the author's wife reached there, Bruno recognized her at once and howled with happiness. Okay, ऐसा होता है ना कि जब हम बहुत टाइम के बाद अपने किसी loved one से मिलते, अपने पेरेंट्स से मिलते, अपने फ्रेंड्स से मिलते हैं, तो we jump with happiness. We are so much delighted. Okay, we are unable to express our happiness. Our expresses our happiness. So same happened with Bruno. He recognized her at once and howled with happiness. She, did not want to be separated from him. She, you can just see here how she's feeding Bruno with fruits and the cake. Okay, which for the next 3 hours she would not leave that cage. Okay, so till 3 hours she was, with Bruno. She was just with Bruno. Understood? Now, what happened? She requested the superintendent to send Baba back. Okay, at first he denied the request, but seeing the condition of Baba and the author's wife, he consented. He agreed, and finally Baba was brought back to the author's home, under author's house. Understood? At home, now the house was not sufficient for Bruno. So what happened? Some special arrangements were made for his stay. A 20 feet long and 15 feet wide island was made for him, and then a wooden box was kept for his comfortable sleep. He was delighted. He was really very happy by seeing this arrangement. The author's wife used to spend hours sitting with him. Now they were happy. Okay, who were happy? Both the author, author's wife, author's entire family, as well as the pet bear, Bruno, that is Baba. Everybody was happy now. Understood? You can see the last line. But who can say now that a sloth bear has no sense of affection, no memory, and no individual characteristic? No, the animals, I agree, I really disagree that animals do not have a sense of affection or memory or no individual characteristics. I think animals have these features more than us, more than human beings. I think animals have greater sense of affection, memory, and individual characteristics as well. All the animals, they need to be treated with love and affection, and they should also get lots and lots of love and care. Understood, children? So I hope the lesson is really interesting and it's clear to you. Read the lesson once, twice, thrice, okay, for a better understanding, and go through the question answers, okay, which is given as your homework, and write it properly in a neat and clean handwriting in your fair copy. Is it clear, children? So that's all for today. Thank you.